Even on your age, the D&D class reading.
I really hesitated at first, but I kept it brief. But I was able to do it. Isuzu said, "You look absolutely ready to go. Even if you lose to me, don't feel so bad." I felt encouraged no matter what happens. I think we could still be good friends in the end. Let's get going. Our teammates are looking for us. And we also greeted as this. May the best team captain win this race in the end. As we arrived at the Hidaka pool lockers, I was ready to use the showers and adjusted our goggles. Isuzu and her 3 other female teammates from her relay squad were also getting ready. Satomi, Seimaru, and Chigusa and I were all ready to head out. Rei and Nagisa were also going to join us later. The plan according to Hana-chan and Tomo was that Satomi was going to face against Hibiki. After we got ready, we decided to meet up with our opponents. Satomi and I got into a formation. "I'm finally ready to face this challenge," I said. Isuzu grabs my hand, almost like she wanted to wrestle my arm. Maybe we shall arm wrestle sometime. That was my thought. Isuzu said, "I don't think we formally introduced you to my other teammate, Hibiki Sakura." Hibiki introduced herself as a first-year college student who transferred from Kyo Girls Academy. She learned swimming recently to be a part of this club. Satomi was very happy to meet her. Hibiki seems to have a passion for losing weight. Ever since she used to have a problem with it back in high school, she was a member of the Silverman Gym with one of the most famous bodybuilders, Machio Naruzo. I've heard of that guy before. Those muscles seemed out-of-worldly. Are you sure he's not taking any roids or anything? That's what I thought when I first saw him. Hibiki said that her old fitness instructor, Machio, is the one that encouraged her to swim. She will be able to do her best against Satomi. Before they entered into the Hidaka pool, rock music began to play. First race, Satomi versus Hibiki. Satomi takes her mark and dives off quicker of the starting block 5 seconds after Hibiki, both performing at a 100-meter breaststroke. The Hidaka pool is so big enough that for other teammates to start on different lanes. So it was Seimaru that went on the other lane, but who was her opponent? A mysterious swimmer named Sayako decided to face her. Isuzu told me that it was one of her backup swimmers. Both of them did decide to do breaststroke as well. Satomi wins the first place at 25.12 seconds. Sayako takes the second at 26 seconds. Seimaru at 26.2 seconds, and Hibiki was closer to 30 seconds. Way to go, Satomi! It was a good starting point. Butterfly races were next. Hana-chan, I know you got this, I said. Asahi was also there too, yelling loudly for his girlfriend. Chi, I know you're gonna make it this time. I will cheer for you. Go, babe! Aim for high ground! Asahi yelled. Satomi both sat down with me, and we cheered on Chigusa Chigusa versus Tomo. Rei also decided to join the race against one of Isuzu's other teammates, who's a male. Isana Kiryu. What's my teammate Isana doing in the race? Well, I guess it was only fair for Ray to race another guy like him. Alright, let's go, Ray! I cheered for him. Hana-chan said that it felt comfortable that Ray was here with her. Ray grinned back at her and he adjusted his prescription goggles. All four of them dived off at the same time. Tomo has a powerful kick that made her rapid in the water. Hana-chan made a push in order to catch up with her on the second half. Tomo was still closer to the finish. However, Ray sped up by a little bit and touched the wall only by like 5 seconds. Ray ended up winning! Isana was impressed and shook his hand with Ray. Ray almost... It was so nice. He said he was Ray blushed almost when he saw Isana up close to him. It was nice. It was nice swimming with you. Hopefully we can talk later, is what Isana said. That was nice of him. Ray was at 42.12 seconds. Chigusa was at 42.16 seconds. Tomo was at 42.30 seconds. And Isana was at 42.45 seconds. I was so proud of my friends and stellar performances. It almost looks like we'll be going twice for backstroke, then free. Nagisa versus Ziana, and me versus this mysterious Swim Racer X. Chigusa told me that I'll do great, and I need to channel that inner shark in me. I smiled at my bestie, and of course, her boyfriend Asahi continued to cheer us just as loudly. Satomi also cheered for me and Nagisa. Kimi naru dekiru yo! Seimaru held a sign that said, keep moving forward. Ready, Nagisa? Are you sure you can do backstroke? Nagisa told me he will give it a shot. And Mako did help him recently. Zia, the same girl I saw at the library. I could finally get to see her swim, and she was so happy to finally see me swim, as Isuzu told me all about me. So let's see, and she said, let's see your power. Zia Swim Racer X, and then Nagisa and I followed. Zia, by far, had the strongest start. She had strong, long, gorgeous, dark-skinned arms with incredible biceps the way she paddled in her backstroke. She finished at 32 seconds. I did my best in my natural instinct, but I ended up in second place at 31.7 seconds. Nagisa's usually a breaststroke specialist, so he did go a little slower, but he still got in third place at 35.1 seconds. Swim Racer X, whoever they are, they got in last. Not much of a speedster, even if they got their name from a Speed Racer character, at 40.2 seconds. I did great in round 1, but can I do great in round 2? The freestyle race was next. I was a little nervous. I hope my practice that I did with Isuzu paid off. It was me versus Isuzu and Makoto versus Zia. Isuzu was happy that Zia decided to go again. She confirmed that she always wanted to race my boyfriend, even though neither one of us are freestyle specialists so far. I was happy to see Makoto with me again. I blushed for a bit. I was still thinking about that kiss we had a few days ago. He was thrilled, but he was also nervous and his usual bashful self. I know it's a bit nerve-wracking for him, but I patted his back a bit and held his hand before we got off the blocks together. Then the race began. The final results of the race was Isuzu at 44.89 seconds, Zia at 44.90 seconds, me at 45.34 seconds, and Makoto at 46.35 seconds. I didn't win, but I wasn't in last. It was actually my boyfriend. It was a little slower. Honestly, I did pretty good this time with my race. My team did not win, but we gave it our all. Zia said to me, I knew there was something special about you. When I saw you at the library, seeing you in action was even more awe-inspiring. Isuzu also confirmed and agreed with her statement. It was so much fun to swim with a good friend. Both Zia and I were impressed by your swimming ability, considering you have only been swimming for a few months. Isuzu and Zia, along with Tomo and Hibiki, also congratulated my other teammates for a fair race. Say, girls, what should we do next to celebrate? Zia asked Isuzu. Zia's only been living in Japan for a month, is what Isuzu told me. She moved from India. Why can't we go to the arcade? Just as girls. Besides, I need to beat my high score on my favorite fighting game, is what Isuzu said. Tomo was enthusiastic about the idea because she hopes to win a Wingle or a Kirby plushies from the UFO catcher. Hibiki was counting her yen coins to see if she had enough to buy a deluxe gacha. We tie-set blind girls had to head back to our apartments. But before we did that, Isuzu ran up to us. Say, girls, why don't you want to go to the arcade with us? I huddled with my teammates to see if they wanted to. And then Satomi said, we definitely want to go. Are the boys coming too? Hana-chan asked. Isuzu said it's just us girls, but the boys can come if they want to. This sounded so very fun. The next time we'll be heading to the arcade all the way in Akihabara.